Right, we're back. It's the Southampton match on Sunday, so this is obviously the preview. Stephen Howson, I put it to you that our form hasn't been exceptional lately for a team that boasts exceptional players. Go on, say some words with your mouth.
I think you've been watching my videos, son.
I haven't. Much better things to do with my time.
No, I'm completely in agreement. We have not played well, and that's got me a little bit of abuse, especially after the Newcastle game, where everyone was like, "Yes, we scored 3 goals, we smashed them." We didn't. It was a really, really poor team, and we scored 3 goals against them. That was the top and bottom of it. We're lacking a little bit in terms of players coming short, collecting the ball, players running with the ball. We don't play 3 at the back, 5 in the middle, 2 up front. We sort of play 3 at the back, 1 in the middle, and 6 up front. It seems to be like a flat forward 6 that we have, and there's just nobody operating in between the lines. And I think that's really causing us problems. When you push all 6 players forward, the midfield and the defence just sits on top of itself, creating no lines in between, and then we're resorting to balls over the top or hopeful crosses. And the best striker in the world, our best striker, Falcao, is about that big. So he's not getting on the end of them.
Yeah.
Gaz, are we throwing balls over the top because of injuries, or is there a more significant problem?
I think it's just, like a lot of people are saying, it's just a lack of pace in the team. I mean, I'm not even just talking actual pacey players. I mean, just fast, quick passing, like the likes of Ander Herrera, I think, will bring now, if he gets put in the starting lineup, which he should do. And Angel Di Maria hopefully can bring a bit of pace because he can play in the middle of midfield as well.
Good. Thanks very much. I was expecting more there, to be honest. It didn't seem like that you were finished. Adam, all pretty gloomy. Some scathing words-ish. Go on, give us an opinion.
I agree with House, and that was our main issue last season. We didn't seem to have anyone willing to move in between the lines and get creative and, start picking up the ball short, moving, passing, moving. We need to see more of that. And I do think it's kind of down to injuries as well. Because obviously we haven't been with the likes of Herrera, Daley Blind, Di Maria, who we had at the start of the season, and they were linking up well. Obviously, we conceded a lot of goals then, so we need to get the balance right now. And I think with Carrick being back, Herrera coming in, and Di Maria coming back, I think if we can get them 3 through the middle, I think it'd give us a lot more movement, and I think we'd play better football with that as well.
In a way, it was similar to last season watching some of the recent games where the balls come out of the box, the players picked it up, and you can see the runs being made yourself while watching on TV. And you're just thinking, just swing the ball in now, just now. And they were just taking too much time with it. And eventually, you just don't know what you're doing with the ball at all. So
a lot of sideways passing as well. You don't see that. And it's like they've been told to do it. When the centre-backs come out with the ball and you see 3-4 passes across the back 4, it seems like something they're being trained to do. And it's not what a lot of fans want to see, but if we haven't got the midfield players dropping deep to pick up the ball, then it's not gonna happen. Okay. And Evans and Co are gonna have to play the long ball. Like we've seen that stat where we're one of the highest teams that have played the long ball or something like that.
Okay, let's talk about goals while we're here. Villa, Stoke, Spurs, probably others. Not been scoring loads of goals, have we, for a team with an awful lot of attacking talent?
We haven't scored a lot of goals.
Thanks for picking that one up, Adam.
Again, I think that's down to injuries as well. But still, with the players that we've had on the pitch at times, Mata, Rooney, Van Persie, Falcao, whatever, we need to be scoring a lot more goals. If you've got players like Robbie Van Persie and Falcao up front, we shouldn't be playing the long ball. If we're not giving them the right service, they're not going to get us goals. May as well have Peter Crouch up there.
Guys, goals. Go.
Right, so Adam just said let's sign Peter Crouch then. But no, it's like like I say, I think that with this formation, we're better suited to just short, quick passing, and hopefully, I think that not Di Maria, sorry, Herrera makes us click in that sense. And when he's played, you can see how much we're moving the ball better. In that last game, Yeovil, I thought Rooney in particular. Rooney in particular. I've been saying that he should be a midfielder, but his passing was really, really poor in that game, and he did have a really poor game. So hopefully, with Herrera alongside him, we can sort that out. And I mean, we don't have many players who can play that short passing game as well as him. Fellaini, he's just the most useless passing midfielder I've ever seen.
Fletcher's not gonna. If Fletcher starts in midfield,
I'm Fletcher.
Right, come on, let's
so
even speak.
sad, isn't it?
Howson.
So sad.
Yes, Sam.
Gaz thinks Rooney's amazing. He thinks Fellaini's useless. Do you agree?
I don't think he's useless.
Yeah, you do. It's not down to just as simple as he's good, he's bad. The system that we're playing in is broken a little bit at the moment. And we can't point the finger. I mean, people are saying Falcao is a waste of money. Let's not bother signing him, unbelievably. But none of our forwards have looked great this year. And that's just simply down to the fact that they've not had the ball at the feet. We've been having all of our possession along our back three. We've not had our possession in the midfield. And that's where Manchester United normally have possession. If we've got possession in the midfield, then the ball's going to go forward and backwards from there. And our forwards are going to get more involved. At the moment, they're really scrabbling around for the little bits of possession that they can get. And the result of that is that they look like they're not having a good game. They're not getting the chances that they should be getting. And we're not scoring the goals that we should be scoring.
Okay.
People have said the same about James Wilson as well. Who said, "Oh, he's been awful in every single game that he's got." You've seen some of the runs that he's made. Just give him the ball. If the right ball's played, then he could score 2-3 goals in some games.
Give him the ball. That's the headline here. Right, Stephen, give us your team.
There's obviously a massive caveat, as I don't know what the crack is here with injuries, so I'm going to go with
Weird.
caveat.
Yeah,
My favourite word.
I'll teach you some words, lad. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, good.
I'm going to go with De Gea in net. I'm going for a flat back four this time. And I'm going to go McNair on the right. Jones, Rojo if he's fit. Smalling if not. Blackett. Carrick in the holding role. So it's a diamond midfield. Herrera and Di Maria as the two central. Mata in the number 10 position. Rooney and RVP. Yes, I know that means I am not playing Falcao.
It does mean that.
It does mean
we
that.
listened. Gaz, shock, no start for Valdez. What are you doing?
Yeah, I think he'll get a start in the next FA Cup game, hopefully. I've gone for a flat back four. I've gone for a 4-3-3, actually. So De Gea in goal, Raphael, Jones, Smalling. Shaw, if he's fit, and if not, I think these two are like 50-50 whether they're going to be fit. So maybe one could play one half, the other could play the other half. But Shaw or Daley Blind, because I think that people forget that Daley Blind is actually an accomplished left back. He did play there for a couple of seasons at Ajax before he moved into a more central role. He can do it there. He's a good player. And then in our midfield, I think you've got to play 5 players. There are 5 players that need to start. I think Mata needs to start. Di Maria needs to start. Herrera, Rooney and Carrick. And I think the only way you can fit them in is in a 4-3-3 where you have Carrick as your holding midfielder, Rooney and Herrera as your 2 central midfielders. Then slightly playing Mata out of position, but he did play there at Chelsea at times. Mata on the left wing, Di Maria on the right, or switching. But that does mean you've obviously got to drop a striker, and I have decided to drop Radamel Falcao just because.
Wow, everybody hates Falcao.
No, it's not that. It's because Van Persie, he shut me up as soon as I said he was gone.
Yeah, he was on it, wasn't he?
He scored a blinder, and then since then he's performed so well, and I think he'd do a good job of holding the ball up, passing it to them wingers.
Right, Adam, not a lot of time on the watch left. Just before we move on to Southampton, very quickly, your opinion on those teams.
I agree with the change to back 4. I think we played a back 5 or back 3 or whatever it is at St Mary's, and they outplayed us at times, and we just weren't at the races. So I'd like to see us move to a back 4. Hopefully that will give us a bit more possession and control of the game as well. So yeah, I'd agree with the back 4 stuff.
Thank you very much. Right, Howson, Southampton. What do we know?
Morgan Schneiderlin is a player.
Is that on a spreadsheet?
That's all I know. Pele, or however the hell you're saying it, he's a big lad. And he's not scoring a mega amount of goals for them, but he is scoring, about 1 in 2. So he's a threat. They're playing well, and they're a very young side, so they're a little bit inconsistent. There was never really going to be a top 4 challenge. So I don't think you can say, they're completely finished and just going to lose every game now.
Still in the top 4,
well, yeah, no, but I'm saying that no one expects them to finish.
Basically, Howson has written them off. They're getting relegated. Gaz, what do you think?
That's not what I said.
I can't wait till they take our top 4 spot now. Anyway, yeah, I'll be watching, like Howson says, Schneiderlin, he's probably been the best player this season. And also Klein, if he's fit. I don't know whether he's injured or suspended or something. But, we're rumoured to be interested in those 2 players. And Klein's a player that I would like us to bring in as well. So I'll be watching them 2. And then you've got Pele up front. He's the goal scorer. And obviously the man our defenders need to watch.
Okay, Adam, go on. Tell us about Southampton.
Obviously Schneiderlin, I like him as well. And I think Wanyama's a bit of a beast for them in the middle. Is he at the African Nations Cup? I don't know. Should have done a bit of research, eh? But yeah, so Schneiderlin and Pele as well. We need to keep an eye on them. If Schneiderlin can get it going in the middle, and Pele can, because he scored a goal against us. He hasn't been scoring goals, yes, but he's a big lad. And our centre backs seem to struggle with strength and height, so we need to get him under control as well. I'd play McNair and bring Smalling in at the back as well, because I think if we get them there, I think they can control him.
Okay, let's do predictions, and hopefully United will play a lot better than they did last time they played the Saints, because we weren't really great despite the win. Howson, prediction, go.
2-1.
Gaz, prediction, go.
I'm going to be honest, my head says 2-2, but my heart says 3-2, so I'm going to go with 3-2.
Nice. Adam.
I'm going to go with Arsenal on 2-1.
You're all crazy. It's going to be rubbish and it'll be 1-0. It'll be a really rubbish
I'd
game.
take any
None
of
that
those,
fun.
lad.
Right, guys, thank you very much. Subscribe to Full Time Devils, like the video, check out these weirdos on Twitter, and have a lovely day.
David De Gea. Do you remember all that hoo-ha back in the day, saying David De Gea likes his tacos too much, too busy eating tacos? Well, now he is one of the best goalkeepers in the Premier League, in Premier League history. He deserves a bloody Christmas taco.